The latest selection of the Chicago Blackhawks is Isaak Phillips. Now, this is a guy, intriguing again, played for Team Jamaica a couple of years ago. You look at players in the NHL of Jamaican heritage. The Subban brothers, PK and Malcolm, Trevor Daley, Chris Stewart, some notable players there. Phillips, a defenseman out of Sudbury in the OHL.
Defenseman Isaak Phillips is with me now. Isaak was taken 141st overall by the Chicago Blackhawks at the NHL draft. Congratulations. I know Chicago was one of the top spots you were hoping to end up. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Obviously, Chicago is kind of a dream place for anybody to go. I think Original Six, such a historic franchise. I don't think I could ask for anything more.
That's awesome. So I do remember speaking with you back in the summer, and you kind of talked about how the first half of your season was really about figuring out your game, and then over the second half of your season in Sudbury, your defensive side really came out. So maybe you can share a few words on the progression you've made over your sophomore season with the Sudbury Wolves and how proud you are.
Yeah, I think for me, it was just really about figuring out my game and realizing my size and my reach, and then playing that two-way game on both sides of the puck, being good at my own end, and then showing a little bit in the offensive end, which I like to do as well. I think it's just the work that we put in, obviously, with our coaches, with Corey and Mox, our defensive coach, is just after practice and stuff like that. It just shows that in the game, if you keep working on stuff, it'll work out the right way.
And how did head coach Corey Stillman and the Wolves organization really support that progression?
Obviously, working with Corey, a guy that's 2 cups, a longtime NHLer, and so respected. Anytime you get to pick his brain and stuff, you jump at that opportunity. But it's just like anything you can pick up off of him and just his experience playing, like even as a forward, what he would like to do against D-man and stuff like that. So I think having me and then Jack and 3 of us drafted now from Sudbury just shows the development you get in Sudbury.
Yeah, definitely all that NHL experience and a couple Stanley Cups, as you mentioned. Definitely a good guy to learn from. And as you mentioned, just getting to go through the NHL draft experience with Quentin and Jack must have been nice just to have some familiar faces and guys you're close to talk about it with, right?
Yeah, it's great to go through that. Obviously, you're having the same kind of interviews and conversations, so you kind of ask how it went with them and then kind of pick their brain on it too. So it was great to talk to those guys through the whole thing.
So looking ahead to next season, and now that you're a part of the Chicago Blackhawks organization, how are you hoping to elevate your game even further?
Yeah, obviously going back to Sudbury, I think we're going to have a really good D-core, a lot of returning guys, probably one of the oldest D-cores in our league. So I'm going to look to be a guy that's relied on, look to be a guy that can shut down the other team's top lines, and also do my part on the offensive side, hopefully. I think for me, it's just about showing that two-way game and being really consistent. I think when Chicago comes to watch, they're going to want to see that night in, night out, I'm giving 100%.
So from coaches to management to anyone else behind the scenes, who in the Wolves organization would you like to thank right now for helping you get to this point?
I think for me, I'd honestly just like to thank all our coaches, Corey, Daryl, Storts, just all the work they put in. They're at the rink early mornings, going over video, making clips, and just having us watch it, making sure we're getting better every day, coming to the rink with a purpose. So I think for me, the coaching staff has been huge, and I can't thank them enough.
So, and looking ahead to next season, what can we expect from the Sudbury Wolves?
I'd say you would expect a team that comes to work every night. Playing under Corey and playing in Sudbury, we're a hard-nosed team, and I think we want to have that identity that every game we're going to come in and compete. And I think from what I've known from our draft class, we should have some really good young guys coming in, and then with our returners. So I think we're going to be a team that's going to compete every night and look for a lot of wins.
Awesome. All right, last question. Looking over the past 2 seasons, can you pick out a favorite moment or a favorite memory that stands out for you over your 2-year OHL career?
I think for me, I might go right back to the start. I think my first goal, I think for me, that was a really big thing. It just kind of showed like I can play in this league and I can contribute, because I know I was I was playing. It took me a bit to get my first goal, but I think it really helped me settle in, and it's something I really look fondly upon.
That's really funny because Quentin and Jack both gave the exact same answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So funny how in tune all three of you are. Well, thank you so much, Isaac. It's been a pleasure. I very much appreciate your time, and another big congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.